There we go. Now you can hear me. Perfect. Apologies for that little awkward interruption. Hello, everyone. You can't hear my commentator. I will quickly add it. This is the benefit of not being able to test live, because I need to like do a completely different setup to how everybody else is doing it. So now, wait. Now, there you go.
Now,
I think Zola, yeah, if you speak, they should be able to hear you.
yeah. Hola,
Perfect.
my name is Zola.
Wow. How long have you been cooking that one up for?
5 seconds.
Perfect. Let me know how the audio and stuff is. As I say, like usually with runners, we test them like in the intermission, but I can't test anything until I'm live because of how the setup works. I'm basically like, I'm restreaming myself and playing the game on top of everything. So the setup is like super scuffed, so I do apologize. I'm going to quickly go into the game. We're going to do a live audio test. I'm literally going to go into the game and we're going to mess about. And hopefully everything should sound okay. This is not part of the run. But let me know how it sounds. I'll shoot some guns. And you can all let me know how it sounds. So Zola, speak up. We'll have a conversation.
Yeah. This is the one time you want to be backseated by chat when it comes to
exactly. Sounds good. Okay,
technical
perfect.
stuff.
Perfect. Everything's good. Okay, perfect. I will quickly restart the game because I used cheats. I will restart the Discord stream so Zola can see it without delay. Give me 1 second. Share screen. There you go. Let me know once you're in and you can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Perfect. The stream can see it. Okay, I think we're good to go. What I'll do is I'll just start the timer now because I can't be in the game and start the timer at the right time because I need to tab out to click it. So we'll start the timer now and we'll get going. Let's go. Yeah, apologies for that super weird introduction, but trust me, it was like basically I'm running 2 stream setups at once, so it's a very weird one. But yes, thank you. 2-second time loss, that's fine. It's not going to make a difference.
It's almost the first mission of the game, of the vanilla game, except we have to find a change of clothes. It's not in the safe house anymore. How interesting.
Yeah, we have to...
Thankfully, there's a Wong's van.
Yes, yeah, Mr. Wong's laundry van that has an epic quote on the side that I can't remember what it is. It is, Liberty City's finest choice. If it ain't Wong, it ain't white. That's so true. Don't you agree?
Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, so to give like a little introduction to this mod, as you can tell, it's very different. It was made by Dinosaur Bites, who's probably in the chat somewhere, probably preying on my downfall as usual. It's basically a hard mode mod for GTA 3. There is also one for Vice City called Titan Vice, and there is also one in the works for San Andreas that isn't quite released yet, called Titan Andreas. And the idea is that he's made hard mods for the trilogy, and not only are they more difficult than usual, but also pretty much everything in the game has been reworked. There's a bunch of quality of life fixes that we'll talk about later. Every single mission has been modified, not just like the usual standard hard mode stuff where it's just like, oh, give them M16s and 100% accuracy and call it a difficulty mod. Like, Dinosaur Bites has done like an incredible job of like restructuring all of the missions, custom modeled interiors that you'll see later and things like that to make them like way more interesting. And it also makes for a really good speedrun because he's also very anti-speedrun when it comes to his mods. I missed a marker there. I was meant to pause, but I can't do 2 things at once because I'm a stupid man. But yeah, so he's very anti-speedrun when it comes to his development. He deliberately makes it so a lot of the speedrun strats don't work. So we have to come up with new ideas, basically. That's the premise of it. So this route that you'll see, it does have some standard tricks that you'll recognize them from GTA 3 Vanilla, but at the same time, there will also be some very different tricks that you've never seen before, most likely. Here we need to pick up Misty. There's a couple of triads that are being annoying. Usually you can run the first one over, but he like ran away. I don't know why he did that, but whatever.
Classic. He got aggroed to some mafia guy, probably. Also, would you believe that Dinosaur Bites actually put all his money on you going under the estimate?
Wow. I mean, to be fair, the run would have to go pretty horrendously for me to go over. But, you know, you say that, and then... I don't know if you saw my UKSG run, but I think you did.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I
UKG
got...
went fine.
Yeah, aside from getting busted through the wall on the pickup, that was epic. It happened in practice, and I was like, wow, I've never seen that before. Good thing I got it out of the way, and it doesn't happen during the run. And then it happened again during the run. That was amazing. But yeah, so this mission is not super difficult as long as you do it quickly. This guy here, usually he's down at the docks, but we actually meet him halfway. If you're quick enough, he won't actually attack you. But if you're slow here, he will get out the car and shoot you with this shotgun. And obviously that is very bad because we don't have a gun. And clawed fist fighting is absolutely terrible. So against a shotgun, I'd stand no chance. So yeah, this is one of these missions where as long as you do it fast, it's absolutely fine. The second important thing that makes it more difficult on the way back is after we pay and spray. The pay and spray is very normal, and we're going to take it back to the garage like in vanilla. But the difference is that if you crash, instead of making you pay and spray it again or whatever, well, I think vanilla doesn't even care if you crash it, to be honest.
Yeah,
but
it doesn't care.
Yeah, in this, if we crash it, the mission instantly fails. So let's try and not do that. It's not a big setback. It's not a particularly long mission, but obviously we don't really want to be failing missions if we can avoid it.
Yeah, this change was, at least I believe, inspired by GTA 3 Toughened, where you also couldn't crash your car on this mission.
Yeah. There is quite a lot of inspiration from GTA 3 Toughened, purely because, well, I'm pretty sure Robert said himself, possibly publicly, if not just to me, that, you know, he was inspired by GTA 3 Toughened, which came like 10 years ago and was like basically the same idea, but first of its kind. So here I'm going to pick up the police, the hospital pickup.
The info marker.
Yeah, the information marker. And I'm going to intentionally die. And the reason for that is because the next mission from now, so we're going to do a mission, and then the mission after that requires you to be there at a certain time. And due to the autosave feature, it automatically saves your game after every mission, which is ideal for like safety and stuff in case the game crashes, but it also sets the time forward every single time you save the game. So usually in vanilla you don't have to death warp, but we do.
What a convenient cop car.
Well.
Why didn't you take it?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of traps in this mod as well. That convenient cop car is great, but if you take it, you fail the mission because you're a fed or whatever, you're a narc, whatever people say in New York for undercover cops. And then here's some more Toughened inspiration as well. If you're familiar with the devs of Toughened, Lied God and Eyenator, I was about to say. Lienator and Eyegod. Yeah. There they are, Misty's exes. And they're in tanks and they're coming after us, so we need to hightail out of here really quick. There's also a third tank.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
I still don't know. I feel like I ask this question every single time. I don't know who this is. If it's
it's their kid.
Yeah. It's Lied God. It's Lied God. Yeah, I think the idea is that it's just like respawning to try and catch you again, but I don't know. I have no idea. We're gonna switch to a cop car here. All the cop cars and ambulances and stuff usually have a % chance to be locked, which is really annoying for speedruns, but thankfully here they're always unlocked, which is ideal, nice and consistent. Dinosaur Bites is very good with making things consistent, you know. We want it to be difficult, not random. That's the idea. But yeah, that cop car is A, a very fast, convenient car, which is great. But B, the more important bit is that we have a shotgun. When you enter when you enter a cop car in the 3D trilogy, you get 5 shotgun shells, which is going to be very useful for a mission later on. And now we're going to start breaking the game a little bit. No, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, Dinosaur Bite said that he intended the third tank to be his self-insert, but he likes our idea better.
Yeah, there you go. I'm sure Dinosaur Bites Blossom has probably answered that question 6 or 7 times, and then I forget, and then I ask it again, and then he answers, and then I forget, and it's just like the vicious cycle, you know?
Oh, where are you going? The car is parked below you.
You can have this. You can take this one, Zola.
Okay, so this is this is where a rampage marker would spawn. It's a very convenient one because it's the rocket rampage, and well, that's basically it if you're familiar with how on mission the on mission variable works.
The good thing about a GTAMarathon audience is most of them know, like, I've heard on Mission Zero a million times compared to like ESA or UKSD or something. So
yeah, so if we trick the game, we can actually have the rockets and start the ramp, the next mission. It's gonna be pretty convenient, and because there's an autosave, when we are on mission 0 with the rampage, we can just after we finish a mission and the autosave triggers, we can just load the autosave and get 30k rockets because that's the amount we get for a rampage.
yeah, it is.
Also, this mission is called So Hungry I Did a Pony or something, and it's pretty funny. I gotta admit, when I played, it caught me off guard because oh, this taxi! Oh my god, Ben!
You gotta always be on your toes with GTA. You never know.
Yeah. Now, would you look at this? There's a car parked in the usual
called.
spot. Yeah, I wonder. Oh, it doesn't show. Oh, yeah, it does. It does. It's a pony. Yeah, now you gotta park the Idaho rigged with the bomb.
As you can see, the big thing as well that you'll see in Titan is if you ever have a timed mission, they're usually quite, they're not very lenient at all with the timer. So even if you drive really well there, aside from the taxi, that was pretty much an optimal drive, like casually. But even then, you only have a matter of like 10 seconds or so you gotta really be quick with it.
Now, it's very convenient that we took that cop car because we can start side missions with the vigilante side mission. So we can start the by loading the replay, by playing it, we can start the rampage remotely and start the next mission.
Yeah, as you can see, Claude, his rocket launcher is sticking out of the car because you're not intended to be using a 30,000 rockets inside of a vehicle this early in the game, or ever, to be honest. The game does not like this at all. But yeah, this
one cool
mission
change
actually is like. Oh, go ahead.
One cool change is that you can sprint with any weapon. Oh, that's
stylish.
It doesn't matter that much, I guess.
Gotta tease it down a little bit, you know. Okay. Never any doubt.
Yeah, the triads get hostile very early in the game. They're probably hostile as we speak right now.
Yeah, it's pretty much like, I'm pretty sure it's right as you steal the van, I think. Like right at the start. That's gonna try and dodge his baseball.
Now, normally we would need to chase Chunky because he's out making deliveries, but we can just rocket him 2 times and then load the autosave, which gives us 30k rockets.
And chasing him sucks. Like, this mission casually is so ridiculous because he has like a pizza hot ring racer, and I don't know how fast he drives, but it's like so fast. Like, you can't catch him even in a ridiculously fast car. You have to try and like cut him off and hope that you pick the right direction, basically. So that early quick kill is really nice. And this is where the shotgun comes into play as well. This mission is awful in vanilla, and it's equally as awful here, but this strategy makes it slightly less awful. That's pretty much all you can ever do with Van Heist. So I want to park a certain distance away. The distance does matter. This triad as well are both gonna annoy me. This is why it sucks. Oh, and then brilliant. A random angry driver. Yeah, a random angry driver has now repositioned my car, and now it's on fire. I failed the mission. Yeah, it's over. GG. See, this is why this mission sucks. So if I'd have left the car there, it would have been too close to the van, and it would have blown up the van, and I would have failed the mission. All because that random angry driver decided to ram it out of place. It's just classic fucking GTA 3 nonsense. Luckily, we have the autosave, so we only go like 40 seconds back or something, but that's the joy of playing these hard mods, is a lot of the time the hard mod doesn't make a difference. It's just the game's bullshit that it throws at you is something that you gotta keep an eye on. So we'll try that again.
Yeah, exactly. Oof. Thankfully, we have the autosave feature in this, so we still have the shotgun shells.
Yeah, we still keep the rockets and everything. It's very nice to not
Exactly.
lose 10 minutes every single time you die, because you have to like go and get guns and restart from really. This is a really horrible
Interesting
location. By
pattern.
the way.
Oh, it's on the fucking frosted winter thing.
Oh
It's
my
stuck on
God.
the fucking,
Let's just go for it. Whatever, I guess. This is why this mission sucks. Like, look at this. It's just terrible.
Wait. Okay.
Okay.
Never mind.
Are we good?
Yeah, so...
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, we are.
There's a cop with an AK there. Luckily, the security car is bulletproof, I'm pretty sure, so he isn't a threat. The other thing is we need to get rid of our wanted level before we go back, because we'll fail the mission if we do it with the wanted levels, so... I need to bribe away some stars. There are 2 convenient cop bribes here. One involves taking a ramp, which is a bit risky, and I don't want to flip or anything, so... The more convenient and much safer one is here.
I would imagine because they are so close to each other, those 2 bribes, it's probably because Dinosaur Bites expected us to like get the free star wanted level.
Yeah.
So he wanted to give us a chance, maybe.
Yeah. Need to be very careful to not run anyone over, because it will extend this star that's going to expire by itself. And I also need to be very careful to not ram anything, because the vehicle is still on really low health due to that car explosion. So if I would like ram a lot of cars here, I'd set on fire and fail the mission again. There is a million different ways to fail this mission. It is not nice. But we're done, thankfully. We're almost dead, which is great. I'll have to heal at some point. But we made it through.
Yeah, surely you will need to heal, maybe after the warping at the island.
Oh yeah, true, I don't need to heal. I had in my head that I was doing the pickup soon. But yeah, I died between that, so all good.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Also,
that thing that I just said on commentary, that is not true.
I really like how the Sentinels now have like different colors. It's not only the gray one. It's like the. Would you call this a dark blue one, or is it just black?
So I definitely would call it dark blue. I'd call it more specifically navy blue, because that's usually like the darkest you can get. Yeah. I don't know why it's called navy, but maybe someone can say. Every time I say I don't know why, there's always someone who's like, well, actually, back in the 17th century, they. It is kind of difficult to see, but it is slightly blue. Like, it looks black, but
yes,
it doesn't help that you're looking like through my screen, through a compressed version of it on OBS through Twitch. Like, it's very difficult to see, but it is blue. I'm blind and I can see that it's blue.
If you look closely, there's a package inside the laundromat. Pretty interesting.
Oh, yeah.
The packages have been moved as well. Pretty cool. And also Ben Park the other way around. Normally you're supposed to carry on in the other direction. As you can see,
a much cooler place to go.
Yes.
Gotta watch out for this van. He can cause some trouble.
Yeah. Fingers crossed you get the good bounce, because I had runs die here.
Yeah, this jump has never been consistent. It is the most consistent that it's ever been. It's probably like 80-20 now, maybe 90-10 on a good day. But it used to be like 50-50. For example, this jump would have never worked on the other one, but we got a good bounce, luckily. I just about missed the marker, but... Yeah. On any previous patch to this would have not worked. If the USJ cancels, it means that you wouldn't have made it far enough. But now, Dinosaur Bites has thankfully made it, so you can... Any bounce will allow you to make it. Sometimes you can flip and stuff, but it's unlikely. And now we're gonna die.
Yeah.
We're on the middle of nowhere.
Even if you flip, sometimes the mission can pass instead of failing.
Yeah.
Probably because the car is still like moving on its roof.
Yeah. The important thing is that Tony gets out and you finish the mission by him walking into his place before the car explodes. Because even though Tony isn't in it, if the car blows up, the mission fails. Because you've destroyed Tony's car, basically. Too much fancy crap, or whatever that meme is that everyone always says. Now we're going to grab a cop car again, and we're going to use the same replay exploit that we did to get the rockets back. Because I just died, which you would think, oh, you just spent all that time getting 30k rockets, and now you've lost them again, but we can just set it up again because we spawn at the hospital, which is right next to the police station. Gives us a very convenient cop car, which is always unlocked, and now we can use the rockets for this mission, load the autosave afterwards, and then we get the 30k rockets back. And we can do this all throughout Portland, basically, which is very nice. Anytime that we end a mission far away, we can just death warp, set up the glitch again. It's way quicker than driving back most of the time.
Yeah, this mission is very similar to the one in vanilla, except the vans are apparently bulletproof, but they're not explosion-proof.
Yes.
So this 30k rockets exploit makes it pretty trivial.
Yeah. And you gotta watch out for the cops and stuff, yeah, because they can stand in front of your rockets and get you killed or bust you. These vans are random in the sense that they have like a random path. You can't really control where they go, so it is like ultimately luck, but they're usually... It's rare that you lose a lot of time here because you can destroy them so quickly with rockets that it's not really a problem usually. Here, I just need to grab like any car basically because I'm in the middle of Chinatown and I don't want to get wrecked by triads, as you can see here. We just need to get back to Tony's place. I loaded the autosave again there, so now I've got the 30k rockets back and we can continue to use them for the next mission as well.
Yeah, they are very convenient for the pickup.
Yep.
Because that mission takes place in a triad fish warehouse or factory. No, not the factory, because factory is located far away, but in Chinatown, in the warehouse. Raffles Fish Factory. Okay. Take the Panto.
Alright, fine.
It's such a cool car.
Fine.
Dinosaur Bites actually.
The entirety of Eastern Europe goes mental.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's also custom vehicles in this mod as well, if we didn't already mention. There's so many things to mention about this mod. Like, so many things have been changed and edited for the better. It's really cool.
Yeah, one of my favorite changes is the off-road missions. They are pretty cool.
I can't even get over the curb because this car sucks so much. Sorry, go
ahead. Yeah, because some of the two of them, two off-road missions take place in a certain car called the Luigi kart, and it's extremely speedy. And
that's really cool.
I really like the car's gimmick, and also the gimmick of the other two off-road missions, the one with the Dodo and the one with the Landstalker, where you have to collect checkpoints on top of a ship.
Very difficult, but in like the most fun way possible. So here, let's hope I don't get busted. The last 2 runs I've done, I've been busted through the wall doing this strat.
I hear a police.
I hear a police, but they're in the car. That's what usually happens. Is they're not quick enough. I don't know what I did differently the last few times, to where they're already on foot there, so they can bust you. I have no idea if it was just like me being slow or what. But yeah, legit, like I've never had that happen before in all my runs, and it happened twice in a row, getting busted through the wall like that, which is ridiculous.
Now it's time for the best getaway car.
Yeah. I'm sure the police will have no issue stopping me in this hunk of crap.
Yeah, some cars that were added by Dinosaur Bites are restored beta cars, but he also added some like new ones.
I don't actually know which one would have restored beta cars, to be honest.
I think the Diablo Infernus as well. This one and Diablo Infernus. If only he was in chat and he could tell us.
He could clarify. But then I'll just forget again, and then I'll get annoyed that he has to keep it.
Yeah.
The Panto is one. Well, there you go. Learn something new every day. Also, me learned it about 4 times in the past 6 weeks. Yeah, so we reloaded the save there, not for any rocket shenanigans. I wasn't on a rampage or anything. It was just simply to get rid of the wanted level. That's another reason why the autosave is so good. Because in Titans, you don't lose your wanted level most of the time when you finish a mission like you do in Vanilla. But you can just load the autosave and you'll get rid of the wanted level anyway. So it's very nice for that reason. What's your opinion on the strat in this mission, Zola?
Brigham. Oh, what's my opinion on what? I was busy reading
Dinosaur Bites' strat
message.
For this mission.
The strat for this mission? It's amazing.
Stuck.
Yeah. It works most of the time for me.
Yeah.
I recently tried placing the car in such a way that he wouldn't, the triad guy wouldn't drive into the parking. He would get stuck on the outer like wall, so I could just reverse and go up the hill. But it's extremely risky.
Yeah.
Although yeah, the strat where you park this car in a certain way so the guy doesn't drive away from you, it's pretty poggers.
Yeah. This mission is a massive chaotic mess, and the strategy that you're about to see that hopefully works is the only thing that makes it a not chaotic mess. But sometimes it doesn't work, and the mission is more of a chaotic mess if it doesn't work, which is very fun. It's great. It's great entertainment for marathons. Not so good for believers on the estimate, because this is a long mission to have to redo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to park the limo in a certain direction. There is a rhyme to this. I'm just trying to avoid the cops as well. So I'm going to park it here, and the reason for it is when Tony gets in, he's actually going to get carjacked, and we're going to be in the middle of the street with no car, and all the vans are going to be coming towards us. My idea, perfect, is that I can immediately hijack it because they drive into this little section here, which is absolutely perfect. I guess we'll just go this way. Why not? Usually I'd go one street north and then go up, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah,
you get stranded with no car, but there's a convenient spawn of the Mafia Sentinel in the alleyway where Mafia Massacre takes place.
Yeah.
I've never seen this car outside of the mission, so I assume it's a mission spawn.
It's a mission spawn. But it sounds great, but it's still very difficult because you have to run across the street, and if you're not like perfect, you get hit by the cars, and it just becomes terrible.
Yeah, in Free and in Vice City, there's no such a thing as being run over and carrying on. You just run over and you get run over, and yeah, just lose all your health.
Yeah.
Well, in San Andreas, you go like under the car and the car drives over you, and then you're fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember exactly how it works, but it's like you basically take like damage per frame, and the car hits you for like a second, so you take like 8,000 damage or something ridiculous. Very silly. Speaking of custom vehicles, it's also a custom vehicle here. And speaking of custom things, this is also a completely modeled interior that you never see usually. Usually these doors are closed. That is designed for this mission. So again, Dinosaur Bytes putting in a hell of a lot of effort to basically make brand new custom interiors.
Yeah, the interior is cool, but navigating Maria through it is...
Yeah, it's not ideal.
Kind of a pain.
Yeah.
And for those wondering...
hopefully do a strat here to have Maria jump down. I'm going to kill this guy. I'm going to hop onto the ledge, and then I'm just going to hold shift. And hopefully Maria hops down. I didn't fully drop down. She did. Ow.
Oh, get rid of the guy, please.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Should be fine.
God, can I get down, please? God. So difficult. No. Wait. Okay, now we're good. Yeah, a couple of those guys have shotguns, so doing that with low health is not ideal. The funniest part was, we were about to talk about how Maria usually doesn't behave, and we behave, and it makes it annoying. But in that was just all me being an idiot, and it was Maria was acting fine. This is, look at the amount of Diablo stuff instead. God damn. Yeah, that was just me being terrible and like Maria acting perfectly.
Yeah, for those wondering, this car is from Liberty City Stories.
Yeah.
I'm not sure of its performance there and handling when in this game. It can flip easily, like when Ben drove over those Diablo Stallions.
Yeah.
It went airborne and it could have flipped, but thankfully it didn't. I have a funny story where
GTA 3 Cheetah, where it's like it's fast but very bouncy, you know.
Yeah, true.
Go ahead.
I remember flipping here, trying to scrape off the passenger side door so Maria could get in quicker.
I didn't know.
Yeah, that's kind of unlucky.
Epic. Yeah, pretty much all the new vehicles, besides like the Panto and the Brigham, are really good. You'll see later there's like an armored Patriot that is like the fastest car in the game, and it also has a ton of health, and it's very useful for some of the later missions. There's also like I don't remember what it's called, Zola, but you might remember. The one after you beat the game, it's like the Spider-Man car that you can like drive up walls and
Yeah,
shit.
the wall crawler or
The wall
something?
crawler there, that's it. Some really cool vehicles.
Yeah, so now the rest of the mission is very similar to vanilla. Except we're in a quicker car, so we can take the bomb the base route.
It's actually faster
rather.
in vanilla. Oh, unless you drive like me.
360 for the fans.
Yes, exactly. That's the idea. All of these mistakes are intentional, and I'm just baiting you. I wish I was good enough at the game to actually, you know, show off and not just look like an idiot in front of everyone. Steal the mission.
Speaking of flipping this car, I flipped it on the garage door as well because I tried to get in too quick. So
it's like ramped off
it just went on through.
Epic.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's very cool.
You know, I enjoyed myself.
So here we're gonna die again, and this is gonna be a series of glitches that are gonna look very weird within like a 3-second period. So I'm gonna let you witness it. I'm gonna intentionally not explain it, and I tell Zola also to not explain it, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. Also because it requires tight timing, so I need to concentrate a little bit. But yeah, this is where it gets very goofy.
Oh, it's you. Oh, it's you.
I don't know, man. Kind of looks like cheats.
Yeah, so that is oh god, it's so difficult to even remember where to begin when talking about like these kind of things. So basically what I just did was I used the paramedic submission. I was holding on to the paramedic submission into the triads and tribulations marker. And when, for some reason in this game with the paramedic side mission, when you start it, there is like a 2 or 3 second like basically dead time before the mission actually starts. So what you can do is you can abuse that to basically, I go into triads and tribulations, the marker, and I start paramedic, and then I've started the mission once, and then paramedic ends a couple of seconds later at a really particular time, and it sets my on mission variable to 0 again. And then because I'm stood right in the marker for triads and tribulations, I start the mission again. So it's basically a really easy way to dupe a mission instantly. But that isn't all there is to it. There's like an entire second half of it. So when you dupe certain missions in this game and then die or get busted, you'll see the getting busted side of it later on. You'll actually instantly pass the mission. And it's called a dupe and fail. And the reason why is because particular missions, like triads and tribulations, they have just one objective, and it's to kill a certain amount of people or to blow up a certain amount of vehicles or whatever. And as soon as that objective is considered complete, the mission passes. Simple as that. So what I did was when I duped the mission, I then died, and the game has a thing called mission cleanup. It's like a script that runs that basically cleans up all the assets that were spawned from a mission. So what happens is I die, and then the mission script goes, oh, Ben's dead, so we'll run mission cleanup because we want to clean up all of the stuff. But then when I die, there is actually another instance running. It's a second instance of the mission that's still running. So when the mission cleanup is ran, it cleans up everything to do with the mission. So it goes, Ben's dead, run the cleanup script, and then the second instance goes, oh, all of the vehicles have been destroyed by the mission cleanup thing. Congratulations, mission passed. And just like that, you fail one instance of the mission, but then pass another one just by starting the mission twice and dying. It's very epic. So,
Yeah.
A lot of glitches back to back, so apologies for the long explanation, but it is difficult to TLDR a thing like that.
Yeah, so this is Blowfish. It's very similar to the one in vanilla, except you get less time and it's raining.
Yeah. Again, very tight. You have like a matter of seconds spare. And then when I die again, it's convenient. We're in the middle of a compound. And once again, we're going to do exactly the same thing that we were talking about before. I'm going to go and grab a taxi this time, because we're going to need the taxi for this mission anyway. And then we can use the taxi submission to start the rocket rampage. And then we're going to get a quick kill on Curly Bob. You'll see that in a little bit. And then we can use that to finish the mission, load the autosave, get 30k rockets back, and then we'll keep them for a good while. There's a convenient taxi here. This is in vanilla as well. This isn't a Titan thing. Which is very convenient because we're going to use it for this section. And I'm going to try and concentrate a little bit because I need to be fast on the start of this mission. So Zola, feel free to talk about why.
Okay, so this is cutting the grass. Now, the lore of this mission is that there's apparently a rat in Salvatore's organization, and he apparently sells information to Catalina or something. And he usually like gets out of work by ordering a taxi, and this time it's normally we would need to tail the taxi with Curly Bob in it, but in GTA 3 there's this cool little alternate way of doing this mission. Is you can just drive him there himself by yourself, but normally there's like over a minute to get there. But as you can see, Ben just barely made it. Good job. It's also raining. I'm not sure if it's raining, if it's a Titan thing.
I don't remember. It might just be with a cycle. I don't remember.
Yeah. And also Ben has to be pretty quick because he's on a rampage timer and he wants to finish the mission and load the autosave with the rampage still running, so he can get 30k rockets again. And the last change in this mission, unlike in Toughened, where Curly Bob is not a rat, he is in this one, in this mod, and he actually tries to escape in a boat. Normally, we would need to chase him, but since we have rockets, we can just shoot him,
Yeah,
and also we can move in this
control
cutscene.
Yeah, that's the important bit, because you can line up for a very quick kill, kill him instantly, and then load the save. There we go. That was clean. Yeah, I appreciate you walking them through that, Zola, because it is short. I was there by like half a second, maybe. Like it is very, very, very tight. You can still make it if you don't do the replay strat to make Curly Bob run a bit faster. If he walks there, it's still fine. But there's still only maybe, what, 2 extra seconds of leeway there? It's not a lot at all. Okay, we're going to switch cars because the Yankee is too slow to go up the hill, and that's where we need to go. I don't know why I never thought of this until other people started running this category. I was the only person who ran this for the longest time and came up with a lot of the routing ideas that are still around. But some of the simple stuff, like, Ben, you can't get up this hill in a slow car, so why don't you use a fast car? And I'm like, that's genius. Why didn't I think of that? Here I am driving the Yankee all the way across the map like an idiot. Legit smartest people alive. Crazy.
And I want to bomb the base. Now what I do in runs is do a mega jump from Salvatore's mansion to 8 balls.
That's finally rooted in. I should have done that, but I didn't think about it until
no,
it's
pretty hard because I really try to like get a mini jump.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's really finicky. I would not recommend doing that to anybody who's not a grind monkey like me. So this mission is called Butcher Sailor Powder Stick Maker or something. It's because we get a pager now, and none other than Tommy Vercetti from the GTA Vice City video game wants to meet with us. Sadly, we are not going to meet with him at the lighthouse because we already have enough rockets to deal with the Colombian cartel on the ship.
Yeah, he gives you, I think, 5 rockets, but we have 30,000, which is a lot more than 5, so I don't know what Tommy's thinking, really. What an idiot.
He also has some custom voice lines. They are not generated by AI, they're from like a Call of Duty zombie DLC or something.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I forget that's cool.
Trying to run over 8 Ball, he's not cooperating. Okay, now he is.
Trick. There we go. Yeah, the big difference here is similar in Toughened. Usually, 8-Ball waits until you fire your first shot before he goes up and tries to plant the bomb. But now he just does it. He just walks up, even with a million AKs in front of him. So we need to run him over to sort of block him temporarily so that we can go up and kill everyone before 8-Ball goes up and gets himself killed. That's the idea. Running him over like that slowly. Yeah. Nice rocket just disappearing. I love rockets, dude. I think that's everything.
Yeah, that should be everyone.
Yeah. I hate this segment, by the way. This sucks. Blow these up so I don't die, because the cops can shoot them. And I need to get into this car while not getting arrested before 8-Ball plants the bomb, which is surprisingly not easy to do. And it loses quite a bit of time if you don't do it, but we're good. We want to intentionally delay the autosave here, because if we were to get the autosave right now, if we were outside of a vehicle, because the autosave only triggers when you're not in a vehicle, we would have to load the save and take the Yankee and then the Kuruma all the way back up. But if we're inside of the vehicle, we can not load the save intentionally, so then we can use the Kuruma that we have from the mission, drive it all the way straight back to Sal's place, and then get out at Sal's place, the autosave triggers, and then we can load the autosave and start the next mission.
Yeah, it's kind of high risk, high reward, because you still have 5 stars on you.
Yeah, usually 5 stars aren't too bad. The important bit, as I said, is there's a ton of explosive barrels around the dock area, and the cops, you know, can easily arrest you if you're not careful while you're waiting for 8-Ball. But that was pretty
also
This has gone pretty well
there
so
are
far.
custom skins, clothes, whatever,
Oh, yes.
suits.
I always forget about that. There's so many things I always forget about talking, you know, about some of them.
Yeah. Usually, like, get them after certain missions. After this one, we got the 1986 Cold suit. And after Ben Death Warp for the first time, he got the Wasted Opportunity skin, where it's cloths, but it's a skeleton.
Skull emoji.
Wearing
cosplay.
Skull emoji. Damn, the car's a bomb? No way.
Holy.
We have to make it to the pier, surely.
But wait, a twist. The boat is also a bomb?
Oh my god.
Hey, no way. The double switch.
Maybe skip weather?
The mission clears it.
Oh, okay. It does? I don't know, man.
I hope
I think I did this in Fog. On the newest patch. Yeah, okay, it's clear.
See, I'm a genius. Look at me. Yeah, doing this flight in Fog is not particularly fun.
Oh, yeah. Now, you can just drive the Dodo to the second island. Maybe do a little jump on the broken bridge. But it's way faster to just fly over to Asuka's place.
Yeah, if you're a proper geek, but if you're an absolute Giga Chad legend like myself and Zola here, you can just fly it across and crash land it. I still theorize about the idea of keeping the Dodo here. Like, you know, landing it somewhat well and using it for Staunton, but I don't think it's ever going to materialize because it's, like, not easy at all. And, like, even if you do keep it, where on earth are you going to take off from here, you know? Like, what are you going to do with this thing?
Okay, so now Sayonara Salvatore. Is it a? I'm asking Dinosaur Bites. Why is the hour written like that? 091, not 01 or something.
Pretty sure it's just.
Why is it?
Right.
Yeah, interesting. He didn't fix it.
Yeah, I think from memory, it was one of those things that, like, there's no reason why it shouldn't work, and GTA 3 is like. The way they draw integers on the screen is just, like, stupid. So, it's, like, it would probably be a real pain in the ass to fix, and it's not really worth it, I think, from a discussion that I had before, but I don't want to put words into his mouth. There's a new strat here. If you've seen runs before that I've done over the last couple of months, you won't have seen this. Zola helped with this as well. It's quite minor, but still pretty cool. Because it doesn't work in vanilla, and I have no clue why it works in this mod.
Yeah, you can.
This is not part of the trick, by the way.
No.
It's getting stuck. Oh, Oh god, the cutscene. I thought my game crashed. I shit myself. Oh, like I tapped out or something. I was like, oh god. There we go.
Yeah,
Let's
doing this
kill
with
guy.
rockets
Oh,
is
double
pretty
explosion.
trivial.
Gotta wait for them. There we go. Yeah, the guy shot me just as I got him. That's fine. Sal should be coming this way. Don't want to blow myself up.
Nice.
Yeah, so the... Oh, I didn't make the bribery play. Okay, never mind. That new strat that
You
I
can,
just told you
you
about?
can,
Oh, can I make it
you
now?
can make the. Yeah, I think you can.
I'm just gonna be safe. Not that I don't trust you, but there's no point in risking it. So you know that new
Yeah,
strat that I
you're
just talked
right.
about? I forgot to do it, so yeah, so you're not gonna see it. But basically the idea was that you would make the bribery play before you would finish the mission, and then the bribe star would respawn, so then you wouldn't have to take this piece of shit Brigham, because it's your only like convenient vehicle. There's a Panto behind you, but it's even worse. Yeah, this car sucks. Luckily, we're only driving it down the street, but you would get to keep the Ghost or the Banshee or whatever it is that you use instead of using this piece of crap. But look where we're running out here. But look how, like, I can't even get out the car. It slides so much. I'm going like
the
3 miles an
suspension
hour and
in
I'm
this
stun
thing.
locked. Terrible. This is a really cool mega jump.
Swag mega jump.
Yeah, it looks hard. Trust me, it's very easy. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it. See, I can't even do regular mega jumps. Hello? There we go.
Nice.
But yeah, that's one of those strats that like looks really cool to everyone that hasn't seen it before and doesn't know how easy it is. So, but we'll take the credit. Speaking of easy, this mission is not easy. This is probably one of the hardest missions in the game, I think. In this route, at least. Because of all the cops and stuff. I know you've been looking to reroute it a little bit to make it a bit less awful.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It could be just my skill issue, but I would lose runs to this mission.
I mean, I have lost many runs to this as well. It is very much not trivial.
Yeah.
You'll see where the
There's
guys
a
are, and
custom-
every single time you damage any
Yeah.
of these guys, you get instant 5 stars, so it's not fun. And the idea of the speedrun is obviously you want to kill as many of them as possible.
Nice.
Then this starts happening.
I would just. You can use the bribe,
Nah, I'm a Giga Chad.
or just shoot him. Shoot the car.
I always
first, yeah.
blow up both of these, because then otherwise you have to re-bribe again after you
Yeah.
destroy the van. And now my idea is that hopefully I've lured enough cops away, that I can steal an FBI car, which is ideal. This is like you never get a lucky car like this ever in runs. Like not only was it like waiting for me, there was no cops around it, but it was also facing the right direction. That looks like a plant, but that was random, I assure you. Like that was just luck.
Yeah,
the
the
FBI
intended
crew
way
was very- Go
of
ahead.
getting the first set of guys is to go into the custom interior. But thankfully, with a well-aimed rocket shot, you can like get them out from the outside.
Yes, which is very nice. You see all the cops here swarming me immediately. So the reason why we need a police car of some kind, the FBI car is perfect for it, is because we're going to make another replay. But obviously we're on mission 0 when we finish the mission, so we need to somehow get on a mission again, and Vigilante is perfect for that. So, and then we're going to make this replay up here, and we're going to use this for a lot of broken shit later on. But for now,
Yeah,
we're
we're
just gonna
not
be heading back.
really interested in the weapon from the rampage.
No, in fact, we're going to remove it as soon as we get it. We're not going to use it at all.
True.
Yeah.
Also, I'm reading a chat, a certain message from Garabon who says he wanted to run this game, but all the strats look so cursed. Are you sure you want to run Titan and not the vanilla GTA 3? Because you may be confusing them with themselves.
Vanilla
This-
GTA
this
3
is-
sucks. Terrible game.
Well, that's true.
But legit,
it's-
like,
it's
back me
a
up.
little
Any percent.
more
GTA 3
forgiving.
any percent is so fucking ridiculous. And Dupless isn't any better. Dupless is fine if you don't do cool strats, but yeah, fucking
Yeah.
playing GTA 3 at a high level, any other categories are just legit unplayable. They suck. This guy's gonna teleport here, so I'm gonna just like pre-fire him basically as soon as he comes. There we go, got him.
Nice.
Very easy mission, even in Titan. And now we're gonna do Payday for Ray, called Bean to Cop in this. The big difference is that you have a much lower time limit. I think you have a minute less, 2.5 minutes instead of 3.5 minutes. And also all the phones are guarded. So I need to be careful, because if I mess this up too much, I'll fail. So again, Zola, you're welcome to take the floor while I... Because, you know, my driving is atrocious, so unless I sweat, I'm not passing this mission.
Yeah, so all the payphones are guarded by cartel guys. I think it's pretty cool because they have the espresso to go stands in front of the booths.
Yeah, it is very cool.
So yeah, it's not. It's pretty cool. And thankfully there are no extra stalls, unlike in Toughened. But there's also no extra voice lines.
Yeah, there's no voice
Obviously,
changer, eyed god pretending to be Ray.
yeah. So yeah, the time limit is way more strict in this one. But thankfully we have a good car.
Yep. Yeah, the ghost
I
is
would
very good.
I would pick up the Uzi from the first guy to drive by the second one instead of like trying to shoot him on foot.
Ah, smart.
Yeah.
That's genius. See, it's the little things.
There's not really much to say about this mission. You could maybe look for a taxi as you take the last phone call.
Yep.
I think that's where I saved most time in my PB. Instead of loading the autosave later, I just grabbed the taxi from the traffic.
Yeah, it makes sense. When I was routing this, I always just wanted it to be like as consistent as possible. You know, like proof of concept, and then let someone who's actually decent at the game optimize it, and that's what you did. So I appreciate that. Because I got my 122 hours, like, you know, I'm pretty happy with that for my skill level, but someone who's actually good at the game could easily get like a 110 if they're good enough, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then within like, what, a month, you were like, yeah, I've got like a 115, 114, 113, by the way, and I'm like, alright then. Well, good luck, I'll see you at the finish line.
I would push further, but I really dislike the beginning of the run.
Yeah.
It's all cool until you do Cipriani's chauffeur and you flip the car,
Yeah.
or when you do freelance and you get stranded in the fucking middle of nowhere, or if some bullshit happens on Salvatore's Colda meeting, or if Maria gets run over by a cop on Chaperone. There's so much stuff that can go wrong. I'm happy that I managed to, like, because the beginning in my 113 was pretty mediocre. I just wanted to get a run going, so I continued.
The sacrifice that speedrunners go through.
Yeah.
So here we're going to start busting up the game a little bit, because we've got a couple of missions to do that aren't very fun, so I'm going to not do them. That's the idea. So I'm going to load the autosave, and that is to hopefully spawn a taxi in. There's one right there. That's, again, I'm getting really lucky this run. Like, I've never seen luck like this in a run before. But yeah, we're going to activate the Molotov Rampage with the taxi. We're going to use this taxi very deliberately for reasons that we'll get into in a second. But the important part is that we need a decent weapon for this mission. And Molotovs are not decent. Luckily, when you start this mission, it overwrites your current weapon to grenades. So now, instead of having 30,000 Molotovs, we have 30,000 grenades, which is absolutely ideal. And then we're going to go and do the Silencer Sneak. It's very similar to Vanilla in terms of, like, the mechanics. But the important part is that McCaffrey is in an Armored Patriot, and once we kill him, we get rewarded with the Armored Patriot that spawns in our safe house whenever we need it, and that's going to be very useful later on. So the lineup here is exactly the same as Vanilla.
Yeah. Caster has a question. Is it 30k or just 12 the grenades?
I have no idea. I've never tested. Doesn't matter. For all intents and purposes, does not matter. So the grenade lineup is the same as Vanilla. You just stand on the hill and throw a fully charged throw to get it into the window, and then you look at the car and you drop a grenade at your feet and they'll drive right into it. Now we're on a timer, and we've got a couple of things that we need to do. The first one is get rid of the cops, because doing this on 5 stars would be instant death, basically. I'm going to knock off the door, because I'm going to be re-entering the taxi a few times. And now we are going to make another replay of another rampage, which is thankfully in Belleville Park, which is exactly where we need to go. This is very convenient. Because we're going to need to use another rampage in just a second for another setup, which we're going to start as soon as we finish this one. So I'm going to hold my taxi button, and actually I did the same thing. I held it instead of pressing it and holding it. There we go. But we've got plenty of time. We've got 20 seconds, so it doesn't matter. And I'm going to go here, and I'm going to make a replay here. There's a rampage here. Make a replay of it. There we go. And now I'm holding taxi, so whenever I let go of my submission key, taxi is going to activate. And now the rampage is going to fail, which puts me on mission 0. So now I go in here, I let go of taxi, the game kind of freezes for a second, and what I did there is I insta-passed arm shortage. So if you hold the taxi submission into the start of arm shortage, you will instantly pass it. Now we have a problem, because if we just start as another mission right now, we would be in shit, because the game would crash. Because we have a leftover instance running of arm shortage that we need to get rid of. And the easiest way to do it is with Vigilante. So I'm going to bait this cop out. I'm going to get in here. I'm going to start Vigilante. I can't see. Jesus. Okay, there we go. The game freezes for a second again. But now we've just cancelled the instance. And now we are going to start the rampage that we just... the replay that we just made of the rampage. We're going to go ahead and cancel Vigilante. Now we are on another 2-minute time limit. And we've got another shopping list of things that we need to do. The first one is to start Military Scramble, which is Bling Bling Scramble in vanilla. Having 3 stars here is really not ideal, I must tell you. But this is going to be very important, because we're going to use this to dupe and fail Espresso to go. Evidence dash. Can I get in here? Okay. Wow, a little boost as well. Thanks, guys.
Optimal. Nice.
Yeah. The next thing that we need to do on our shopping list is we need to, 1, get rid of the cops, and 2, make a replay of a little thing down here. Thankfully, we can do both at the same time. This little briefcase is the most busted replay you will ever see in your entire life, and it's not in any other GTA 3 runs, so keep this in mind. I don't know why it sometimes spawns twice. That's a bug. Don't worry about it, but we need to get rid of it, the important part. And then also, here's the Armored Patriot that we have from completing Silence to Sneak. At some point later, we're going to arrive at the safe house without a car. So I'm going to place this Armored Patriot in the garage so that it is always there, so we can use it later on. Now we stick with the cop car. We've got rid of the cops because the briefcase replay also gets rid of your cops if you have 3 stars or more, which is ideal. And that's everything, I think, for this route. There's a million different routes that you can do here, but this is the main one. So now we're just going to be waiting for 20 seconds so we can talk about what's going to happen now. Basically, for some odd reason, if you start Bling Bling Scramble and then start Evidence Dash, which is the next mission that we don't want to do, it actually dupes Evidence Dash, so then you have 2 remaining instances. Now, we're going to dupe and fail it again, so I need to fail the mission somehow by dying or getting busted. But the most important part is that I want to get busted, so I spawn at the police station. It's more convenient. But if we fail the mission, or dupe and fail the mission, when we're looking at the Bobcat, which is like the mission objective that needs to be gotten rid of, then we need to basically, like, the game will crash if we're looking at it for some reason. I don't know why. We actually need to get the cops back. I lied. I don't know why I got rid of the cops. Well, I got rid of the cops because of the briefcase replay, but we don't actually need to get rid of them. We need the cops right now. So I need to get
when you were waiting for the rampage to expire, I saw the cop walking in the distance. I was wondering whether I should tell you to trigger him.
I completely forgot. But the important part is I'm going to go to the top view camera here. So then when I get busted, I'm not looking at the Bobcat. It's impossible to look at it when you're looking at the floor. And then the mission passes because we dupe and fail it. And now we are all the way back at the police station, which not only gives us a convenient cop car, which we're going to use, which is very important, but also it means that we are closer to our mission target. Whereas if we'd have died, we'd have spawned at the hospital, which is all the way at the other side of the map. So yeah, that is both Arm Shortage and Evidence Dash skipped. Those are both pretty awful missions, so skipping them is really nice. And that is the end of the super broken segment. So if I lost you in that segment, I do apologize. There is a lot going on all at once, but we're back to somewhat normal missions now. I say somewhat because there's still going to be tricks and stuff. Where rockets, we're going to get them later. Don't worry.
Yeah, this is where our roads differ.
Yeah.
Because during the super broken segment, would create a replay over a rockets rampage instead of the closed replay. But I'm not sure if I'm not fully convinced that what I'm doing is faster. It just seems, for me, it's just more convenient. Yeah,
It's one of those
Caster
things where
also
I don't think
tried
it's the
his...
right answer.
Yeah,
What it
Caster
is.
tried to rewrote this thing, but he didn't really manage, sadly. He
It
had
is
a
a
cool
very
idea, but
complicated
the
segment.
random gangs killed it.
Yeah. Yeah. Caster always comes up with a ton of really cool routing ideas, but it's, as I say, it's a very complicated segment. There's a lot of factors, so making it fast is difficult. Speaking
Yeah,
of making
there's
something
a-
fast, I'm going to keep
yeah.
this cop car here. I need to get into a cartel cruiser. Very convenient spawn here to, like, progress the mission. But now, we don't actually need to take the cruiser, because we can just go right through this wall. And then we're going to kill these guys.
You played the replay too late, I think. But it's fine, you got rid of them.
Here, in my experience, it doesn't seem to really work anyway. I don't know if that's just me being shit. Or
I just spammed the replays for like a
makes
second.
sense, yeah. The important part is that we kill these guys. Just being safe here. What the? Oh, there's guys in there. I didn't even know they were in there because I've never been in there in my life.
guys, what the hell?
Oh, and they're not coming. I thought the garage door would stay down as well. Jesus, I'm taking a lot of damage. Yeah, these guys are very accurate, so I'm just being safe and killing them because I really don't want to die. And then I'm going to throw a grenade just through here because there's a ton of shotgun guys around the corner. And I'm going to kill them through the wall with the grenade because if they're going to cheat, I'm going to cheat.
Yeah, it's another custom interior, by the way. It's one of my favorites. I really like how you can hear the music through the, or rather you can because you're playing without music, but you can like
you can hear the interior music.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just very quiet.
Oh yeah, now I hear it.
Yeah.
It's a nice touch because it's just like some like crappy radio playing in the background.
Yeah.
Really what you would expect from a clothes shop.
Yeah. There's one final trap here. This guy respawns in. We're gonna kill him. And now we've got to get the hell out of Dodge, basically. Ideally, with our friend here in one piece. And with our cop car also in one piece as well. Can go back through the wall here, but now this guy's cucking me, so never mind. Just go out the regular way, it doesn't really matter. You don't have to pay and spray here, but as you can see, I'm kind of getting wrecked by the cops and the cartel guys, so I'm just going to be safe and go and respray because my car's taken quite a lot of damage. And so have I. That was not a particularly clean mission. I also have 2 popped front tires, which is... It's better than 2 back tires, but I would rather have no popped tires. That would be the ideal scenario. Fortunately, you can pay and spray cop cars in this mod, which is very nice.
Yeah, there's also like custom. There's also you can also use radio in them. Play radio.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool as well because in the original it's just cop chatter, and if you press F9, you get the MP3 player.
So now is the sort of final section of replay abuse. There isn't much more of it, but we do need to get 30k rockets again, as I was mentioned in the chat, because right now we don't have anything. You know, 30k rockets would have made that mission quite a bit easier, because we'd be able to defend ourselves a lot more. But we don't have anything right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass this mission, and then I'm going to go ahead and start a rocket rampage, not using a replay or anything, but we're just going to do a bit of on mission 0 abuse again. To start this next mission with 30k rockets, we're going to beat the mission with the rampage running. Then we're going to load the autosave, get the 30k, exactly that you've seen several times before now. But this one is a little different, because we're going to basically skip an entire mission again. Because this mission is not particularly fun to do casually. So here I'm just going to hold on to my button for Vigilante. And I'm going to pick up the rampage manually and then let go. And because I'm outside of the cop car, when you let go of Vigilante, it fails. So now I've just got an on mission 0 rampage without a replay of any kind. You just need to physically be at the location. 2 minutes is more than enough time to do this setup. Zola, you're welcome to talk about it while I set it up. But it's cool.
Yeah,
also.
so the next mission, it's Wakagashira Wipeout. So normally you would have your cartel cruiser here, but you don't. You have a cop car. But conveniently, like Dinosaur Bytes is amazing at just putting those little details that completely remove the RNG segment of the run. You can just find a cartel cruiser here, and then you also learn that the meeting is taking place in a different parking, in a different like place. So instead of going to the multi-story, you go to this underground parking lot. Well, you don't go in there. You just trigger the
Because that would be suicide.
text.
Doing
Yeah.
it normally.
So you can just sneak into this corner and just start blasting at this wall, or the fence or whatever that is. So and after some rockets, Kenji just will die.
Yeah, you're basically just killing him through the floor with a bit of splash damage every time. And like 10 rockets also is usually enough to kill him. We'll know if he's dead
Now
because
to
we'll
trigger-
get a wanted level and we'll trigger him. Perfect.
Yeah. And now 20 seconds to pass the mission and trigger the autosave.
Yeah. And this only works because of this particular line here. Once we walk over this line, for some reason, it counts as not being in Torrington anymore. Just that one like pixel seam on the ground doesn't count as being in Torrington, which then counts as escaping, even though we haven't really. And then it allows us to pass the mission really early, which is very convenient. And then we can use that to load the autosave and get the 30k, as Zola said. I'm looking out for a car here. The Sentinel is good enough. I would like something a bit better, but I'll take the Sentinel just in case I don't get anything. But this next mission, the timing is really tight, so you really need a decent car to have a chance. I would prefer a sports car, but I did do it in a Sentinel at UKSG, so I know it's possible. It's weird. You usually get at least a cop car or something here, but alas. I think I heard a stinger right as I right as I went away. I'm gonna park like as optimally as
Marvel's
possible.
parking job.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this mission, it's very time dependent. You really need to get to the jetty quick. You have like only like 50 seconds to get there.
Yeah, it's really not a lot of time.
Yeah, it usually is enough, even if even in a car like this one. Also,
Yeah, if you're in, like, a
most of the
perennial or something, it's
missions, most of the missions where there's like a time limit to do something. Usually, the time limit is more strict. Honestly, it's a cool change. I rarely would find myself losing runs to that.
Yeah. It's usually not too bad. The most important bit here is that it's in fog, and it's really difficult to see the packages. I don't know if you find the same, Zella. I assume you do, but like with my already limited vision plus the fog, finding the packages is really difficult. I actually really struggle with this. Luckily, they like flash, so I've got to really keep an eye out for the flashing lights. That's the most important bit. See, there's one there, and there's one to the left as well. But you do have to be quick here because there is actually a police boat that is also collecting the packages. And if they collect any of them before you do, then you fail the mission. So you got to make sure that you collect. And they come from the north as well. So if you, ideally, you want to collect all 6 from the south to the north because that's, you know, like the order that they're dropped. But obviously, they will then just collect the 6th one if you're not quick enough. So you got to collect them all if you want to be fast before they even collect one. So there we go. And now we're going to abuse the briefcase replay here. Going to immediately get rid of our wanted level, teleport with the boat, because that, as I say, we haven't really talked about it yet, but that briefcase replay is stupidly overpowered. It teleports you to the place to change your clothes. It removes your wanted level, no matter what the wanted level is, as long as it's above 2 stars. So if you have like a 3, 4, 5, or 6 star wanted level, it immediately goes away. And not only that, but you can use it on a mission. That's the most important part that makes it so broken. You may have seen a lot of like GTA 3 and Vice City runs and stuff, and there'll be teleports, but they're usually only available when you're not on a mission. So they're not as useful as they can be. But that is available anytime, as long as you only use it once per game instance. So if you use it like now I just did, you need to reload your save or restart the game in order to use it again. So you'll be seeing that a lot later on. But yeah, very, very overpowered.
Thank you for retrieving.
I'm gonna head to Ammunition here, I think, and get armor to be safe. I don't want to die to the shotgun guy at the end of the mission.
Oh yeah, certainly.
I'm doing on time, by the way. I didn't like open live split or anything.
Oh,
So.
I need to check.
I assume I'm good. I haven't made any like big mistakes. But...
Yeah, we are like 1 hour 7 minutes in.
Okay, yeah, we're doing fine. I can afford to take a 10-second detour. If I was like pushing estimate, I'd risk it. You know, I'd play risky to try and.
So
go
far,
under.
you only like failed one mission, and it's the most RNG one,
Yeah.
the Van Heist.
Yeah, it wasn't too big of a setback either. Like a minute or two. Not too fussed about it. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, this Armored Patriot is very overpowered. The bridge here to Shoreside is on a cycle. So if you're here at the wrong place, wrong time, you can have to wait here for like, what is it, like 30 seconds? 15, 20 seconds, something like that, I don't know. Like a non-zero amount of time, it can definitely screw you over in a lot of places. Especially later on when we're on missions that are on timers that are going to be quite strict. Then we don't want to get stuck behind the bridge if possible.
Yeah, you can. Well, actually, you can get through the bridge even if it's up, but it's pretty risky.
Have you
And I
tried it on
wouldn't
Thrice?
recommend
Can
it.
you do it? I've
Yeah,
never
you
even
can.
tried it. You can? Okay.
I even had, in one of my PBs, I think, I had to do it on Espresso to go with the game speed like being sped up.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
I would have not have even gone for it, I don't think. I'm too scared. It's hard enough on vanilla. These guys have mega guns, by the way, so I'm just being safe. Taking them out from the side. They have M16s, as you can see. Now we're taking a dodo, and we're going to do a nifty little strat here. This is one of the cooler strats. So, as we've already talked about, like, usually in vanilla speedruns here, you go back to the construction site, and you just, like, hop over a fence, and that just, like, skips the entire fight. So Dinosaur Bites was like, no, I'm not going to let speedrunners do that. I'm going to build all the fences and the construction site to be, like, 100 feet tall, so that there's no way that any speedrunner could possibly just get over. And you can see it in the background there, so where I'm sort of flying. You know, it's like, there's no way that anyone could possibly get over it, right? Like, you know, it's absurd. It's so tall. So what we're going to do is we're just going to skip right over it. That's the plan. And this took a while to figure out. A lot of people involved when we were brainstorming this, when the mod first came out. But this is a really cool setup. So right here, I'm going to land on this roof opposite on the other side of the street. And we're going to mega jump across to a place that you wouldn't think you would be able to mega jump to. It's where Catalina drops down during one of the cutscenes, if you're familiar with the lore of this game. It's right in this corner. And we're going to mega jump from this building across. Never mind. No, I'm not. I'm going to fuck up the mega jump. Okay. That's so unfortunate. I have never failed that in my life. That is so unlucky.
Do you just take the dodo and try to fly again?
Yeah, I guess. New plan. Hey, look, there's a new dodo right here that was added in the most recent patch. I'm going to pretend that it was added just in case I made this mistake. That's not true, but it's funnier if I say that it is. I guess we'll try and fly back and
It's pretty unfortunate.
How many dodos can I get stuck on top of that building before I actually do it? Oh dear. Okay, we're gonna fly back, come back again. Yeah, what they don't know on the stream, hopefully my mic's muted for this, is that I actually bet all on doubt for myself. but they don't know that. Okay. There's some USJ's triggers here. I need to be careful to not trigger them. I don't remember exactly where
there's
they are.
one over the ship.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the ship I need to avoid. Alright, we're coming back for round 2. I never considered that before, that if you beef that mega jump, it's like legit Jova.
Yeah. When I land on the building, I would usually equip like a weapon like the shotgun, because the animation makes it so you can't move forward when you're shooting.
That is very smart. I'm pretty sure I usually use the AK and just didn't for some reason. I don't know why. Hey, look, 2 dodos. Let's not beef this again, shall we? I've never failed this before. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. And I'm going to go down here, and there is a guy with a shotgun here that is very scary and will potentially kill me on the way down, so I want to kill him before he kills me. And also the collision here is like, look at this shit.
Yeah, the hitboxes are interesting.
Okay, fuck this. I'm bored. Let's go down. If I die, you can all laugh at me. Alright, lads. We're fine. Alright, all good.
Good
That was
job.
the cool strat. I messed it up, but yeah. Mega jump across from the building and fall all the way through the geometry. I don't have... it's like this. I'm getting so flustered with the entire chat judging me for my terrible skills. God, I'm so embarrassed, guys.
That was a good save, though.
Yeah.
Great one.
I couldn't think of anything better at the time. The other option is to fight through, which might have been faster, but I don't remember the spawns because I usually skip them all, so I probably would have just been killed doing that. Not ideal. We'll get them next time.
So yeah, so now we just deliver the package to download lore or whatever the lore of this mission is, and then do you teleport after this mission
Yeah.
with the clothes?
Yeah, so as we said before about the briefcase replay, we need to make sure that we like reload our game instance every time we want to use it. So right now, I've just reloaded the save, which then allows me to use it again. I'm going to use that to teleport to the safe house, which is really convenient because it's right next to where we need to go. And then I'm going to reload, I'm going to save the game here and then reload it so now I can use it again. Just a minute. I'll make a save here. And also, I want the Armored Patriot, but it's not here as well, so that's another reason. The Armored Patriot is very quick, and as long as we spawn in here and we don't move our camera for a second, the Armored Patriot will spawn. Whereas if you flick your camera about too much, or teleport here like we did before, then it won't spawn, and that is not ideal, because this is an extremely fast car, and it is extremely resilient to damage, which is great when you've got a million different gangs shooting at you. The rest of the game, basically.
Yeah, and the tires are bulletproof, I think.
Yes, I think that's also true, which is great, because getting pop tires sucks. It is really not good.
Yeah.
Very difficult to drive fast.
So, in this mission, you technically can do dodo strats, but
Yeah, if you're an
the
absolute
mission
legend.
mission sets the weather to foggy, so it's pretty hard. And even if you pull off the flight, there is a stunt jump trigger over like one of the main roads in Shoreside. So I learned this the hard way, by the way.
Yeah.
You have to like maneuver over the like to the side of the stunt jump trigger. So doing dodo bait is possible, but it's really hard.
There's also a
So I
guard
don't-
shooting at you as well on
Yeah,
the ground.
So I don't blame Ben for doing the car bait struts.
Yeah, Dodo, like, I practiced it a bit, and I was like, I would need a lot more time to get this marathon ready, so I was just like, yeah, I just focus on other stuff, you know? If you're wondering why the USJs, like, you might think to yourself, like, why the USJ markers matter? Because you can trigger them from really high in the sky, due to just, like, an oversight by the developer, I guess, because you're never intended to fly the Dodo. It's the same reason why the buildings don't have roofs. Most of them, anyway. But then also, the way the USJs work is it sets like the cinematic camera so you can't see where you're going when you're in a dodo. And also, the slow-mo and that effect doesn't stop until you hit the ground. So you're basically forced to fly completely blind or crash land. And both of them involve death, usually. Like, it's terrible. So if you hit one of those USD triggers, it's basically GG. You're going to die.
Also, car bait is not actually that slow in Titan Thrice.
Yes.
Because the death squads that are pursuing you, their what is it called? Pathfinding. Yeah, their pathfinding is a lot better than in vanilla GTA 3.
Yeah, this mod makes use of Silent Patch, which fixes the bug in vanilla GTA 3 with the AI in this mission being extremely slow and annoying.
Yeah, and here they come.
We just need to wait for them. once the final set of guys have been like triggered by the trap, I can actually get out and blow them up myself with rockets. But these first two, we have to rely on the AI, which is never particularly fun because sometimes the Yakuza guys can just not kill everyone, and if they all die, then it's over because I failed a mission because I didn't protect them. And there we go, we can do it. So now we come here, we immediately load the autosave because again, we want to use the briefcase replay. Spawn in, use it, teleport back, and then we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to make a save, get the Patriot back. We'll get moving for Espresso to go. What is different with vanilla bait outside of obsoleting speedrun strats? It's just pretty much the same thing, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's just the weather, and there's extra guys shooting at you.
Yeah, exactly. That guarded is like the most like casual change.
Yeah.
So Espresso to go is very epic. You guys love the game being extremely sped up for like 3 minutes or so. Then you're gonna love this mission. The important bit is that, as you can imagine, so when you blow up the first stall, it sets the game speed to 2 times, I think. But then not only that, but the timer also goes down twice as quick. So it's way more difficult to drive, and also you have half the time that you usually have in terms of real time. Because obviously 7 minutes in the in-game time sped up twice is 3.5 minutes real time. So we get in,
yeah, the whole
we've got to get moving right away because we really don't have a lot of time to waste.
Yeah, the whole shoreside segment of Titan Thrice is extremely quick in any percent.
Yeah, it is good because it makes it quicker in terms of real time, but much more difficult.
Yeah, agreed. So, if you had music turned on, there would be like some Eurobeat music in the background. That's a cool addition. So you don't have too much police attention. That's good because
you
it's
can
way
easily
harder
get like
to
3 stars
evade them.
here. As you can imagine, the police will bust you twice as fast, so you've got to react twice as fast, which is, you know, with my boomer ass reflexes, it's not ideal to have to do that. Speaking of, there you go. Luckily, I saw him as the rocket came out, so. Right, now we're going to go to Portland, which is a bit of a different route that you might be expecting. But the reason why is because there are some different changed locations for the stalls. As you saw, the first one was in Liberty Campus. And the second one is in a really dangerous area in Hepburn Heights. So what I want to do is I want to abuse the briefcase replay to get into that really dangerous area, blow up the stall involved, and then immediately teleport out, because I don't want to drive out of Hepburn Heights if I can avoid it. And then we can go from Staunton straight up to the shoreside section. So it's not only a nice little teleport, but it's also way safer. Because, yeah, having to drive through St. Mark's and then back through again and towards Harwood, where a lot of Mafia guys are shooting at you, is really not ideal. So here, this lady probably would have screwed me over. You see, we're getting aggroed on, teleport, get the hell out of Dodge, and now we can go straight to shoreside from here.
Yeah, if you played with music on, this is where the Eurobeat song would end because you use a replay.
Yeah.
Kind of sad, but it is what it is. The bridge is down, that's good.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, and here, when you're on strict time limits, you want the bridge to be open at all times, if possible. I'm trying to do my best to avoid the cops here. Tried to take the long route and almost flipped doing it. Probably wasn't even better. I can't get out of the car.
Oh, what?
Oh, no. Okay,
oh,
this is...
no.
I think I'm screwed.
Just smash the stalls. Finish the mission.
Oh, can I do that? Oh, shit, I'm gonna have to drive all the way around. Fuck.
Oops.
So what happened is I played the replay as the guy, the gang member, opened up the door, and that actually glitched my own car, so now I'm stuck inside the car. Usually that's a speedrun strat that you can do, but this is actually really bad, because if you do it, you get stuck inside of your own car. I think I might be okay.
So...
Zoli, you might have saved this, I think, because I have enough time to round them.
Yeah.
But then even then, I'm gonna have to die afterwards, I think, right?
Yes, and then maybe get rockets for SAM from the cartel guys at the airport. But I don't know if you have enough time.
Yeah, oh
But
god, okay, this is gonna be fucking annoying.
yeah,
I don't
this
think there's
is...
any way I can force myself out of the car, even with autosave. The autosave won't trigger until I'm out of the car.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to die to trigger it, I think. Yeah, luckily we didn't fail the mission, but yeah, I literally can't get out. I'm gonna have to die, I think. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to drown.
Yeah, I think cops can't get you out of the car
No,
as well.
I mean, even if they did it, it's the same as dying. They'd bust me, I think.
I mean, yeah, kinda.
That is really unfortunate. Like, that is, like, basically a frame-perfect way to soft lock, including
You
a random fucking vehicle.
Oh, you can you teleport now?
Good question.
Can you load the autosave? Yeah, it's saved after the...
Let's see what the autosave takes. I'm pretty sure it'll just take me in the middle of the ocean. Yeah, like after I'm dead. Yeah. Okay. So we've managed to escape, but now we don't have the rockets, which is not good.
Yeah.
But yeah, good idea
I'm
on
not
ramming the stalls. I was gonna load the save, and I would have had to do the whole mission again.
I'm not sure if you can buy rockets from Phil. Can you do that?
That's a good question. I have no idea because we didn't do the mission, you know?
Yeah,
I don't actually know. And is it even worth it? Because we have enough time. I'm pretty sure I have enough time on Sam to just go.
Famous last words. Yeah, we have enough time.
Okay, let's do it. Why not?
Yeah, why
Let's
not?
give it a go. Actually, what I'll do is I'll go to ammunition. No, actually, this is stupid. Let's just go and get rockets. I was like, I'm quite far away, but I'm really not. It's not that far away. Yeah, what I was going to say was I was going to go to ammunition and get a gun to at least kill the guy, because if I try and run him over on foot, he might just blow himself up with me, you know, there as well. I've had that before. Yeah. The guy is, like, very suicidal. Yeah, I'm hoping there's rockets. There's
nothing?
There,
there's no gun?
Sake.
Oh my god.
It's like the worst of both worlds. Oh god. Okay. Think. We're gonna have to go to ammunition. I'm gonna get a sniper rifle and I'm gonna pick him off from a distance, I think. Yeah, I think that's the only way. Yeah, I don't finish the mission so it doesn't trigger the part where the guns spawn in. Oh god. Welcome to Titan Thrice, everyone. You should all speedrun this game.
Nah, I don't think... I was thinking maybe you could, like, get... No, you wouldn't. Never mind. I'm just thinking out loud.
It's alright, I got this. I'm a absolute legend at this game. Also, I might not have enough money to finish the game now. I'm pretty sure Sam gives you 45k. Well, I'm going to be 10k short.
Worst case scenario, you can do firefighter strats.
God, what a fucking nightmare. what a nightmare.
Firefighter DLC.
Oh god.
Unique stunt jumps for money. There's like one very close to Catalina.
But they're all moved. I don't know where the new ones are.
You almost went to one when you were playing Frosted Winter.
God. Oh god. Okay, let's just focus on get this mission out of the way, then we can think about doing firefighter or whatever, I guess. Oh god.
Scrap the prediction. Do a vote which side mission we will do to get the money.
I'm pretty sure firefighter is the way.
Yeah,
it means I can't take the dodo straight to Catalina's. I just like drive and do firefighter on the way.
You can... Oh no, you can't. You can't do firefighter during SAM. That's too stupid.
Oh god, okay. I panicked.
Okay.
I was like, I can make this, and I was like, no, don't almost die again like you did at UKSD. And I was like, do it, Ben. I couldn't tell. And I was like, wait, I can actually make this easily. But then I panicked and stopped, and then I almost died again.
No need to hurry. Not like you have to kill an additional guy.
Yeah. My brain is mush. I do apologize. I'm doing my best, guys. I hope you all appreciate that.
Even if you fail this mission, you will at least get the rockets.
True.
Or rather, one rocket.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my god. I hate the hitboxes.
It's falling apart. It's falling apart. It's over. Just quit the run now, Ben. Quit while you're behind. Where is this guy? This guy is who I need.
This
He
guy?
doesn't die.
Okay. But the car is on, so where is it driving?
It doesn't matter. I just need to get the plane. Fuck the car.
Yeah, you still have plenty of time. Make it count. Make it count.
Don't choke!
Okay. Nice.
Such a
Good
chokeable
job.
shot. You have no idea.
Yeah. Now picking up the packages in a car with extremely high suspension.
Yeah, it's not particularly fun. You gotta use like the wheels, basically. It's
Yeah.
like, anyway.
And then
Now-
teleporting.
Yes, which is very nice. Very nice. Takes us right back to where we need to go, and that's the mission done. How are we doing on time?
128. That's
128.
pretty good.
Okay, this is still winnable.
Yeah. This can
Fortunately,
beat
this was a good run
your
up until this point.
UKSG run.
What was my UKSG run? Like 138?
133, I think.
133? Damn, that run kind of sucked. Oh, it's 80k! Never mind. Holy shit, we got so much money.
Oh, we are good.
We're in. Don't even need firefighter. Holy. Was that edited? I swear it's 45k in vanilla.
Yeah, surely it was edited.
No way it's 80k. That's so much money.
It would be like 50 or something.
I had this payout for safety and new patch. Dinosaur bites, I could kiss you. Mwah! Legend. Holy. What a fucking developer. Alright, now thankfully we can take the Dodo flight straight to Catalina's place. No firefighter shenanigans needed. And, Zoli, you're welcome to talk about the extremely geeky strat that we're about to do, which is probably my favorite strat
Okay.
in this run. It's super
Yeah,
dumb, but I love it.
when I saw it for the first time, I had my mind blown.
Yeah, it's
So-
sick.
So basically, in this mission, you would need to enter the dam and fight your way through to like get your revenge on Catalina and rescue
Yeah, this
Maria.
mission is like fully rewritten. Entirely.
Yeah, but you can do kind of crash change strats, except it's not really crash change because you don't crash the game or use replays. But basically, if you go under if you go below a certain like spot in the map, the fake plane, the fake helicopter like despawns, or it gets it's not like explosion proof anymore. So we can use that to actually pass the mission without ever entering the dam. So yeah, Ben is going to enter the tunnel, and when he sees the Cedar Grove location, he's going to like do a 180 and go to a certain place where he's going to do a mega jump onto the top of the dam, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, where the vanilla location is for the mission to end, and that's where the plane is going to the helicopter. Why am I saying plane? What the fuck?
Same
That's
thing.
where the
Fly-y
plane.
thingy.
That's where the plane is. Oh my fucking god! The helicopter. That's
Sorry,
where the helicopter
You're good.
is going to be, and there's also the rockets there.
Yeah.
And he can shoot the helicopter with the rockets. Yeah, he's going to do a mega jump here. Thankfully,
really cool
there's
lineup.
the chimney or whatever that is.
Yeah.
He can line it up.
Use it as a reference and break your fall.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
here's
so the helicopter's
rockets.
respawned in, and it has no proofs at all. And also, there's a failsafe that when you blow up this helicopter, even in vanilla, usually Maria would not spawn. She spawns all the way inside there, but we can't get inside. But as I say, there's a failsafe in vanilla where if you come here, Maria actually spawns in, and that is
GG.
time. I tapped out and did it. Let's go. Woo! Tap back in.
Residents Cedar Grove have been coming to terms
Good
with the emotional
job.
aftermath
That was
of the
amazing.
What a run.
hit
What a
yesterday. Local
Holy
resident
moly.
Clive Denver
131.
described to police
That's-
a single
that's
gunman
good.
that he saw fleeing the scene
Yeah,
with
believers
good
win.
time.
I'd never let you down.
Such
Never
fun,
let you
'cause,
down.
I love you. I really
You would
love
need to
such a
do like
great
12
small
levels or
man. It's just what I need.
firefighter to like go over estimate.
I get, but you know what it's like, don't you?
The
Oh,
sound of
well,
explosions
thank you very much for
shook
joining.
the
Zola,
walls
thank you for
as
being
people ran
here.
for cover.
It is not
Oh,
easy
my pleasure.
Were
to
injured in the panic as
talk
gunfire
about,
was exchanged between ground forces
talk about
and
this
a
stuff. It's a
helicopter
very
circling the
complicated
dam.
run. It's not easy to do for sure. Yeah, thank you all for supporting GTA Marathon. We're still going to be going all weekend. Got all of today and all of tomorrow. Next up is PW with some Saints Row, the original first one. Played it recently, great game. I'm going to quickly close the game because there's going to be copyrighted music in a second. But yeah, we'll go and get that set up. Thank you all again. We'll see you very soon. Any final words, Sola?
The plane.
The plane.
The plane.
See you
Great
next
run.
time.
I really enjoyed it.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we'll go and get Saints Row set up. So see you soon. Take care.
Bye bye.